SQL. Now, how to create the database? For creating database, we use create database command. So create database followed by the name of the database. Suppose ABC is the name of the database. So create database ABC. Before creating the table, you have to create a database. One database can contain any number of tables. So you can create one database, and within the database you can create any number of tables. So you'll get this message, query OK. If there is no error, it means this query has been executed. If you want to show the list of the databases, you can write the command show databases. So this will display the list of the databases on your system. This is the database ABC created. Now if you want to start working in this database, you will write use command. Use ABC will allow you to use the database. Now you can create the table using create table command. So create table. Let us create a table named EMP. Now first column, suppose you want to take EID or EMP ID, and I want varchar or char of here. Let us take 5. We can use primary key constant here, or we can apply constant afterwards also. So next name varchar, let it be of 10 characters, and next date of join, let it be DOJ of date type. Next sales of int type, suppose the size is 5. You can use constraints here. Next, suppose I want to declare job ID, which is again of character type, say of 5 characters. After the last column, with semicolon. So if the query is okay, you will get query okay message, and the table will be created. If you want to see whether the table has been created or not, you can write show tables command. See, this is the heading tables in ABC. So ABC is the name of the database, and within this database a table EMP has been created. If you want, you can create one more table. So to create one more table, you will again write create table command. So create table, let the table be named as job. Now the fields are job ID, it can be char 5. Next, suppose field I want to check job title, suppose I want 15 characters, and salary in 5. These are the 3 columns. So again this table, now if you give show tables command, you can see the 2 tables EMP and JOB created. Now to insert the values in the table, or to add the rows in the table, we use insert into command. So how to use insert into? Insert into, suppose I want to insert in table EMP. So here you have to remember the sequence of the columns. So create into EMP values. So first was varchar EID name DOJ. So varchar, how to write values for varchar? It should be within single quotes. Let it be E1, then name, suppose this is the name. The next column was date of joining and sales. Date of joining, it will also be enclosed within. So date is written in this format, year, month, and then day. Next, sales column was there. So suppose the sale is 34,000, and last was job ID. So let it be named as J01. So this is the last value. First row inserted. Similarly, you can insert more rows by changing the values here. E2, next name, date of joining, similarly more rows can be added. So if you want to see all the records, what is the query? This select query. Select, and after that we write column name because we want to see all the column names, all the records. You'll write select asterisk from, what is the table name? EMP. So these are the 4 records we have inserted. Now to see particular records, suppose on the basis of EID, suppose I want to view record of only E2. What will be the command now? Select asterisk from EMP. Now where clause will be used? Where EID is equal to E2. So when we apply any condition, the row that satisfies the condition is displayed. So EID is equal to E2, so only this row will be displayed. If you want to display certain columns, like you want to display only ID and name of all the employees, then you can remove the condition. So see, only these two, select EID, so EID will be displayed, and name values of name column will be displayed. If I want to see how many names are beginning with S, if I want to display the EID and name of those employees whose name begins with S, so for that we use like. For patterns we use like. So what is the condition? Name, where name like, what is the pattern? Beginning with A means A, and after A it can be any type of characters or percent. So there was no name beginning with A. If you want to display name beginning with S, you can write S person. So these are the two names, Sumit and Sanjay, both begin with S, and we want to display only EID and name. So this is how like keyword is used. How between is used? Suppose you want to see those details whose sales is between 30 to 40,000 only. So what we'll write here? Where sales between 30,000 and between is used with and 40,000. So these two, with the original tables, these two records 37,000, 34,000. Sumit and Vijay. These two results will be displayed. Now how to use in. Suppose you want to display those employee IDs and name where this job ID is 101. So you can write where job ID in J01. With this you can use multiple values also. I want to use only one value, then I can write like this. So only those values where job ID is J01 will be displayed. So now how to use arithmetic operator with this. Suppose this is sales of 1 month, and I want to display sales of 6 months of all the employees along with their name. Sales of 6 months along with the name. So how will write? Select name, comma, sales into 6, assuming that that sale is sales per month. Now from table name is EMP. We want to display for all the employees, we will put semicolon here. Say. Now if instead of displaying formula, if you want to display 6 monthly or such any heading like that, you can use as keyword, or you can use double quotes. As so now the heading, instead of sales into 6, the heading will be displayed. Half-yearly, you have used as keyword to change the heading only in the display part. Actual heading will remain same. It will not be changed. This is called alias name. Now next, using aggregate functions. So if you write select max sales from EMP. So highest sale will be displayed. Similarly, to display the lowest sale, use min function. This is the lowest sale. Sum of all the sales. So you will write select. Instead of min, you will write sum. You want to display number of records. You write select count asterisk from EMP. Suppose you want to count those employees whose sales is below 40,000. So condition will be where sales less than 40,000. So it will count total number of employees whose sales is less than 20,000, that is 2. So if you go up, you can see how many employees had sale less than 40,000. So these are 2 employees. So you will get this answer. Now next, if you want to group the employees on the basis of job ID. Suppose you want to count how many employees are there in the different job IDs. You can use group by query here. So now you write select job ID, comma, count asterisk from EMP, group by job ID. See. This was the original table. There were 2 types of jobs, job J01, J05, and 2 employees in both the job IDs. So it will display like this. Job ID, so these are the job ID column. Count asterisk will count total number of rows in each column. So this is using aggregate functions and using group by clause. Now suppose you want to use update command. What is the use of update command? Update command is used to change the record. Like this is the original record. If you want to change the sale, this is you want to change the sale or increase the sale by 10,000 of this particular person. So your command will be update. How to use update command? Update table name EMP. It is used with set. What you want to change? Sales. What is the new value of sales? Suppose you want 35,000. Or you can write formula also. Whose sales you want to change. If you don't write where, then it will be affected. It will affect all the rows. So where EID is equal to E1. So one row affected. You can see the output. So now the sale has been changed to 35,000 from 34,000. So this is how we use update command. Next is alter table. Suppose you want to add another column here, address column. You'll have to use alter table. Alter table followed by table name emp. To add a new column, we use add. Which column you want to add? Address. Address. What is the data type? Varchar. Say 15. And if you display the table again, you can see a new column address has been added with null values because you have not entered value of address. If you want to enter, you have to use update, because if you use insert, a new row will be added. Okay. Now to remove any column, what command is used? We use alter table, then drop. Which column we want to drop? Address. So if you write drop address, that particular column will be removed. So if you want, you can see the output also. See, the address column has been removed. Similarly, if you want to change the column heading, suppose instead of name you want to write ename. So what will be the query? Alter table emp change keyword is used. Change name to ename. Here you have to write the definition. Varchar see. If you want to see the output, again select asterisk from emp. See, now the column heading has been changed to ename. All these alter table command, the changes done by alter table command are permanent. See, it will be done in the table. So you have done drop. Now if you want to increase the column, you can increase using modify command. Drop table, if you write drop table, the whole command will be erased. So the whole table will be deleted along with the structure. Delete command is used to remove a particular record. So if you write delete from emp, if you write only this much, all the rows will be deleted. If you write where eid is equal to e1, only one particular row where the condition is satisfied will be deleted. So if you write select asterisk from emp, see, the employee detail with e1 has been deleted here. Now